Good evening. I'm in Delhi and I'm on a bike. So yeah, we're trying to find our way in Chiklo Cafe on our bikes in Delhi traffic. I like it. I don't know if these guys like it, but it's fucking awesome. And I'm on the one of the single speed fixed gear bikes. And there's a cycle path. This is fucking cycle path. It's crazy. Yeah, at least the roads are smooth, so that's nice. So yeah, it's good to be back on the bike finally. You're on your phone. You're on your phone.
Just need to keep going straight and then take a left.
Wait. Made it. Made it.
India is what is required, you know? We can't just go out and ride 120 kilometers and feel safe on the road here, you know, whether it's traffic or pollution or this or that. So we've got to figure out ways to, you know, around it. Out of the city in Bangalore, I moved 30k out of the city, right? Got a house for myself, my first house, so I'm like really proud of myself, and paying rent and this and that.
Hold on, mate. It feels incredible to be back at the bike. I can't explain this. Back in Bangalore, on my bike, that I've missed so much. On the road. The ACC was great, it was good fun, good experience. It was good to film stuff revolving around cycling. But I miss my cycling, and I think the next time I'm ever going to go for something like this, I'm going to carry my bike. Because without my bike, I'm heartbroken, man. I'm heartbroken. It feels so good to be back on the bike. I just remembered I had some footage from the bike that Naveen used to do his time trial. His Ridley Dean FAST. It's an incredible piece of machine, and here's what I filmed from Myanmar. Check this out. So, how to hold a TT bike with bottles?
One bottle flat under pedal.
The other bottle at a bit of an angle.
Yeah, I think that. Oh, that's crazy. It works.
Yeah, super. Send it. Alright, man, you gotta give me the deets on this bike.
Alright, I think the top contact points, right? So
Yeah.
the saddle that I have on here is what I used on my my Nationals 2014 first Nationals win. Even has this training crash over here from getting hit by a pig.
Damn.
This is the one thing that I'm looking at changing. I'm looking at getting a more comfortable saddle.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the saddle called the either the Shimano, I forget what it's called, but Shimano makes a nice TT saddle.
The
So
Pro-
either
the Pro lineup?
The Pro lineup. Or there's this other company called Dash Cycles that makes apparently a really good TT saddle. So I'm looking to replace it with either one of those. The main thing is, the problem is my saddle, I keep it in front of the bottom bracket.
Yeah.
Not in front, but
Just at the
yeah,
bottom.
2.5 centimeters behind the bottom bracket. The problem is this rails are bottomed out, so I can't move it any further. But I need a saddle that allows me to actually make use of this room that I have, you know.
That 2 centimeter makes a big difference, right?
Huge difference.
Because as per UCI reg, you can't put it
UCI
beyond.
rules say the tip of the saddle has got to be 5 centimeters behind bottom bracket.
Oh.
And the tip of your shifters has to be 75 centimeters to the center of the bottom bracket, right? But they also say that you can violate one of those rules. Right?
Oh, okay.
So with my saddle, I've chosen to violate the
Saddle
rule.
setback
Because of
rule.
that,
Yeah.
I have to stick to this rule. So my tip to bottom bracket center is 75, but my tip of saddle to BB center is 2.5.
Got it. Oh, that's a.
So yeah,
That's something you can work
yeah,
with.
but that's 2.5 centimeters more. I need to move it forward, you know. So the saddle that I replace this with has got to allow me to do that. It's got to allow me to move forward. and comfort. This is kind of getting to the limit of where, you know,
It's
my
pretty.
comfort.
It's pretty wide, right?
It's pretty wide in the back, which I don't end up using a lot. I use the saddle mainly in the front third.
Okay.
So yeah, the other saddles that I'm looking at, they're slightly narrower, allows me to use more of the length of the saddle.
Makes sense.
Besides saddle, I think the other really cool feature on this bike is the just kind of the front end.
Yeah.
It's pretty aero, it's pretty clean, there's no wires sticking out at all, which is nice.
It's like completely internally.
Yeah, it's got
routed.
electronic shifting, which is nice. It's the first bike that I've had that has electronic.
Got
So
it.
I never have to get out of the extensions. I can just, you know, just shift, staying in the extensions. So
Okay.
that saves a couple of seconds, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I've replaced the bar tape with skateboard grip tape.
Nice.
So it's super grippy stuff,
Yeah.
and you can really rip your hands to shreds.
And you ride without gloves.
I ride without gloves, but on TT day I ride with gloves depending on weather conditions. So if it's like humid and hands get sweaty, then I need gloves. But if it's a dry day, just the grip tape works really well.
Makes sense.
Then I have this ghetto
So what's that?
guarded Garmin holder.
How did that
It's basically a carbon fiber seat post that we've sawed off and shaved.
Okay.
And then just zip tied it to the extensions and then regular Garmin mount, right?
Dude, wicked.
And the other Jugard that we've come up with, so down here, the mount of the bars, we've used these cylindrical nuts off the brakes of like a Atlas cycle or something, like a basic Indian bicycle. Yeah, like a Montra or something like that. We've taken those and used those cylindrical nuts
Okay.
to kind of give these pieces a good tight fit. The other thing is, my pads are pretty much mounted to the base bar, which is kind of rare.
Normally, how is it?
Normally there's a little bit of a stack, but mine
Got
are
it.
pretty flat. The other cool thing is if you look at this,
Velcro,
this
right?
is definitely not the Velcro, but if you look at the carbon pad, we actually had to, it's so ghetto, and we kind of had to do it this way to make my fit fit the bike. So we just sawed off and filed down the actual carbon pads, you know. So this front end took like 6-7 hours. Me and Nelly just, you know,
Really?
the night of our team launch, we didn't sleep. We just we had the Asian Championships in 2017 coming up in 2 weeks, and we were like, this has to happen tonight. And so it's like 6-8 hours straight, I think. Nelly and me were just trying to figure this out, and we finally did.
This bike directly came from Belgium, yeah? I mean,
it came from the Ridley factory, and they freighted it in, paid a ton of customs on it. So this bike is worth a lot more than its price tag. Besides that, the one thing I love about this bike, which TT bikes are notorious for having shitty braking. A reason for that is, they're just really bad because when you integrate the front end of a TT bike, you're limited in terms of what brakes you can use.
Okay.
So you have a lot of cantilever brakes.
For TT bikes?
TT bikes, yeah.
No way, man.
Like my old Spesh had a kind of like a, like a
Police,
I think it's called a
the cantilever,
it
pulls up,
out in the front of the bike.
It's like a V-brake, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of like a V-brake, exactly.
Yeah.
And so the braking power isn't great, and it's like a lot of wires. The nice thing about this is the Ridley has taken kind of an integrated approach to their braking, which I think pretty much on TT bikes, companies should just go and say, you know what, let's just do our own brakes, you know, because it's such a specific,
to your frame sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's what Ridley's done, and it's called the Dean FAST, and FAST is a reference to the technologies that they kind of use like that, you know. So the forks have these kind of airlets in them that supposedly allow airflow faster over it.
Crazy.
The braking, what they've done is this is a carbon leaf spring.
Okay.
It's integrated into the fork, right?
Okay.
Because it's integrated into the fork, kind of all the braking forces are dissipated in the carbon fork itself, and you know,
you don't feel any
braking. You don't get brake shudder. It's just the most. I wish they did this on road bikes. You know.
Really.
It's just so. It's the one bike that freaking stops, and when something has good braking, means you can brake like later into a corner.
Yeah.
So you're not like braking a kilometer out.
Yeah.
Brakes just don't work.
Yeah.
You know,
And this one's
literally. you handle it like a road bike, you know, which is nice.
How you kept your brake feathering at? Is it?
I mean, my front brake is what I rely on. The rear brake is just kind of a dual.
Ah, got it.
Yeah, it's got a direct mount Ultegra brake, which is just mounted on the underneath of the frame.
Okay.
And that just gives you a standard braking, nothing special.
But the front is your.
The front is my savior. You know, it really allows me to stop when I need to. Yeah, that's kind of the bike. I mean, then you've got kind of just a standard disc and a Forza 80mm wheel on the front.
What about the seat post? Is this all
Yeah, seat post is
default?
all part of the bike, comes with the bike. I guess the other feature is the chainring. So this is a Quark power meter. It's got a 55T chainring on it.
Got it.
And definitely helped today.
Yeah.
I mean, there were sections in the course where we were going like 60,
Yeah, I think
69.
I can see in the bike's odo, it's like 65, 70, dude. Like,
70, there were points where you just like, so all you just do is just, you know, it's just, you have that gear to turn over so you hold on to that top speed without spending too much energy.
is that 1128 at the back?
So yeah, that's 1128, so I didn't have to get out of my my big ring at all.
Okay.
Though the steepest climb on the course today.
You were on the 28, right?
No, I was on the 25. So I could have ran my 25 cassette, and I had an Ultegra, a Durace 25 cassette, which would have saved like 200 grams. But you know what? That's like the weight of a dump. So I decided to just kind of run the 28 and play it safe rather than sorry, in case I blew up. Yeah, and the rest of it's pretty stock.
So does this, being electronic shifting, does it have a battery meter thingy?
Oh yeah. This
is the next gen.
The Di2 junction box, which is kind of inside there.
So
there's a little bolt there. You open it up, Di2 junction box in there. So yeah, that's one of my. I'm paranoid about that because the battery's gonna die. One of my TTs.
So you're always charging it up, or?
Always charging it up like 2 days before, which is not the best thing to do, but I do it just for peace of mind.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, you can't even see the light if the battery goes out.
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, where is it?
Stuck in your 39, 39, 35. No,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's the bike.
It's a very hot looking bike.
Beautiful bike.
It's, I think, one of the hottest TT.
It's a beautiful looking bike.
I'm not a big fan of TT bikes, but yeah, this one's an exception. It's good. And we're back. So I hope you liked that segment. This bike's incredibly fast. It looks incredibly sexy, so it's one of the only few time trial bikes I actually like. And I just realized the road over here is just being tarred. And it's fucking awesome. Oh my god, this used to be like the most pothole-ridden road before. Now it's super smooth. It's good. So yeah, big thank you to everybody who's been watching the videos, who's been liking it, been commenting and sharing it. Spread the message across. You know, let more people watch this. I really appreciate that.